Congratulations, you have a college degree. You've done it. You've made it. You have entered the educated class of America. I am here to congratulate you. And now you're unemployed. I wanted to make this video because I spend I spend more time on Reddit than I am supposed to. And since I spend more time on Reddit than I'm supposed to, I read a lot about I can't find a job. I'm struggling to find a job. I can't do this. I can't do this. I studied STEM. I studied finance. I studied business. I studied liberal arts. I did this. I hate to break it to you, but just because you have a degree, that doesn't mean you're going to get a job. And I know, as somebody who may or may not have a couple, I don't know what I've done, but I just know that when I applied to jobs, yes, I could put a college education. That means absolutely jack nothing nowadays because everybody has a degree when you're applying for jobs. Employers don't really care. Honestly, who knows what employers are looking for? I've heard people that want experience. I've heard people that just want, some places are so picky, you have to work in other companies. So it's one giant cabal and you ain't a part of it. At the college I go to now at UNT, there is how do I say this? There are some statistics about employment and post-student graduation and employment outlooks and employment outcomes. And I'm not gonna lie, it doesn't really look that good. I think the average is maybe 47,000. It's to the point where I don't even think going to college or not going to college really makes a significant impact. And I think Gen Z is gonna be the first, and definitely Gen Alpha. Definitely Gen Alpha is going to not go to college in the same wave. I think we've been sold a lie. I legitimately believe this. I think our college counselors told us, oh, you should go to school, you should get a good job and work in office 9 to 5. But in 2025, and I think going forward, that paradigm is going to be severely challenged. As the middle class shrinks and as inflation, it doesn't look like the cost of living is going to go down anytime soon. So the whole idea of this linear trajectory of you go to high school and then you go to college and then you go work in a 9 to 5, it's not really going to be viable for most people that try to do that. And that's not even including the fact that a lot of companies want to send their places overseas. They want to send their jobs overseas. India has a lot of offices. Mexico, Vietnam, Philippines, all of these places, all these international places have a lot of offices because American labor is expensive. So you know what that means for you? It means you gotta flip some burgers. Either flip some burgers or you gotta be a nurse. That's gonna be basically the future of the economy, is just nurses and McDonald's workers. And I think it's hard to accept the fact that, oh wow, you might have to, it's not even about being paid below the wage or whatever. It's almost to the point where things are so distorted where you're almost better off not working at all. I mean, this is an extreme example, obviously. Then you are trying to work, you get a degree, and then you just work something where you just make maybe 35,000 a year. And that's not really, like if you're out here making 30K, you're just surviving, my brother. You're living off Cheerios. That's what you're doing if you're making 30K a year. And you can hear the classic baby boomer response. Well, it's because young people are lazy, it's because this, and it's because they don't want to work hard. Where at this point, the information's undeniable. The cost of college is, if college inflated as much as of a gallon of milk would be $80, which would still be cheaper than getting some eggs. And I don't know why people are surprised. Well, maybe they are surprised because, maybe they're surprised because we haven't seen this before, but going to college wasn't supposed to be this one-size-fits-all to the middle class or whatever you want it to be. A lot of these problems would be solved if if housing was cheap. Honestly, I think a lot of problems would be solved if housing was cheaper, but that's not the world we live in. You know, the Saints didn't win the Super Bowl and the Mavs traded Luka Doncic. Sometimes the life gives you lemons, so you make an apple pie. And I don't know why this needs to be announced, and I really hate saying this, but yeah, you're gonna see people working service, working this, that are full-on college educated. And that's just gonna be a part of the way things are. Now, do I like this? Do I support this? Am I saying, rah, 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 this is the way I want things? I am not saying that at all. I hear your frustrations. I hear the fear of maybe going into debt, doing this, for the hope of something better. I've already made a video about the American dream, so I ain't gonna do that again. But it's not even about the American dream. I think it's about just finding an equilibrium. Because when things are out of equilibrium, people are gonna do some strange things to try to seek stability. Where you'll see people triple down and try to get a master's degree and try to stay in school as long as to ride out this job market. Or you'll see people doing the complete opposite, where it's like, they'll try to work 2, 3, 4, 5, like 1,000 jobs. They're gonna work all the jobs. And this doesn't even get into the political parts of immigration. I don't even know how to incorporate that, because that's not the focus of this video. The focus of this video is to say that, yes, you worked hard, and I congratulate you. Not only do I congratulate you, I stand with you, because I'm in the same exact boat too. I also have to figure out how to have a degree and try to find a job. There is no guide to this. Oh, well, did you do LinkedIn? Did you do this? Did you do that? These people, I could even link below, probably not, who am I kidding? I just speak off the top of my mind. But I could even say of how employers don't even, especially hiring managers, don't want to hire younger people, even though they're eventually going to be forced to. We're playing a game of the chicken and mouse, or chicken and cat and egg, I don't know. But we're playing some game, a tug of war, where someone's going to have to give in. And when that happens, it's not going to be a smooth transition where people just incorporate themselves in the workforce. It's going to be by blunt force, where things are just going to need to be done and someone's going to have to fill the things. And I don't know what that looks like. I don't know what a blunt force, okay, you got to do these jobs, or what's going on. I don't know what that is. I don't know how things really, get normal. I don't even see a future where things become the way they're supposed to. I just see that we're gonna be in this weird gray area where people go to school, less people go to school, jobs want people, they'll say there's shortages, but there's not really shortages, because and it's gonna be messy, but that's just the way life is sometimes. And don't feel too discouraged. Yes, I'm also in this too, where I was just talking to my dad today, where I have to probably apply for 200 jobs over the next few months to hopefully to get an offer. I applied for over 100 internships just to get one. Hopefully if I apply for 200, maybe I'll get 1, 2. And that's just how things are. And I can't fix it. I can't, I ain't Oprah. But I hear you. I really hear your struggles. And I have the same concerns too, because I don't know what the next thing forward is. Because this is a very inefficient system where both the employee and employer, they don't win. It's just this mess and that we have. Thanks for watching this video. Please like and subscribe. My socials will be linked down below and at the end of this video. We'll see you Monday, or who knows. This is so sporadic. I don't know when I'm gonna upload, but I try to at least upload 3 times a week. But thank you so much for watching.